Hello everybody, my name is Kanai Manika, and welcome back to the unboxing, where today we are opening up one of my most anticipated figures of the year. Yes, it's only March, but this figure's been high up there on the excitement list, from initial prototype renders to seeing people get it in hand since they have the Japanese copies and I get the American copies, which is a whole situation. Doesn't matter. I've been really excited for this because I love One Piece. So today, we are here to take a look at one of everyone's favorite One Piece characters in the series, the SH Figuarts. Portgas D Ace. Fire Fist Ace. Don't worry if you're in America, this may be in a premium Bandai shipper. However, in America it's just wide release, so you don't need to worry about that. But yes, as you can tell, generic kind of brown box shipper is what you are probably going to get it in if you are buying it like an immediate retail from like BBTS or an Amazon or whatever. So I like to show it off. So we've got the usual suspects: web shop, SHF, Bandai Namco, Portgas DAce, logos and stuff, barcode. Everything else is just kind of brown. It's a bit interestingly thick, and we open it from this side rather than this side, which is interesting, but you know, usual. And then this side has similar information but in Japanese. It's not worth time wasting too much more time on this box though, because you've probably seen a SHF shipper before. They're all the same as this, and like they're boring, so it makes sense because in Japan I'm pretty sure they just ship it out like this. Maybe, I don't know, I'm stupid. But yeah, it's what you'd expect. So let's get this open, and ooh, I can see it already. Orange, orange, orange! So, without further ado, you can see it already. Let's take a look at the Fire Fist. This is very exciting. Ace is an amazing character. He's very fun. I love him a lot. I mean, I like all the One Piece characters, but Ace is fun. But yeah, as you can tell, this is mostly a fairly standard SHF One Piece box. We have the window package to show you what's in the box, which is nice and appreciated, even though it's a P Bandai item. So like you got faces, stuff behind him, the figure itself. On the window, you've got the name, the figure right here, Portgas D Ace, and you also have it right here, the Fire Fist, Portgas D Ace. SH Figuarts, your usual stuff. One Piece, the Toei Tamashii Nations Bandai, the Tamashii Nations sticker, seal quality, whatever. Then you get a promotional image of the figure right here, as well as another image in a special color right here. However, this one's a little bit special because it has this weird contest thing. This was a contest item, sort of, where, like, apparently, like, people who have the One Piece license, they'll do a special sculpt for this contest to see if it's able to get made or something. And Bandai Tamashii Nations for SH Figuarts decided to submit this, and it ended up getting produced, which is nice. So yeah, that's neat. On this side, we get a bunch of images of faces, including the one Luffy face, as well as all these others. SH Figuarts, Portgas D Ace. On this side, we get a more confident image of Ace with his fire, name of the figure, line, and whatnot. On the bottom, ooh, this is back here. We get Portgas D Ace Fire Fist, and we have him in a generic promotional image, which is to be expected. On the top, we have a little bit more of that map detailing, the straw hat, and the SH Figuarts quote. This is on every SHF One Piece release, and it's always appreciated every time. And then on the back, we have the copyright info, like the legal info, and we have this as well, which is nice. And then we get a nice bunch of promotional images where we see faces, we see accessories, we see the figure itself posing, simple style, heroic action, ages 15 and up. This video is for adults. Let us take a further look at the figure. I'll cut it from this side. So, there we go. Let's get in there, and let's take everything out. Now, compared to most SHF videos, this is going to have a rather hefty accessory portion because there are 2 trays worth of stuff. So, we're going to start with the back tray. So, going into it, we have what I'm probably least excited for, but it's also a nice precedent. A set of cloth goods. These feel nice. So he comes with, in reference to Alabasta, the Alabasta arc, he comes with his Alabasta garb, the kind of like cloak and scarf to protect him from sunburns. The scarf I've been a bit iffy on because it's a bit overly thick, but you can pose it and you can probably wet it slightly. But this is nice. It's got some nice tampographed printing onto it that perfectly portrays that kind of fire printing. It's got wire in it. The inside is a nice kind of, it's a nice feeling fabric. And yeah, I appreciate cloth goods, even if I'm not really going to use this one much, and honestly would have preferred some more fire effects. I appreciate this, and I appreciate that kind of signifies that we are moving the SHF One Piece direction in a more cloth goodsy direction, because the biggest problem with a lot of the figures has been their lack of cloth goods. You've seen that one episode with of the unboxing with my Zoro. But yeah, on the back here, we also get the fire effects, the things that this figure needed to have and other figures kind of needed to have but didn't have, but this figure has them. Let's take a look at them. First off, this one I believe goes over the wrist. And oh my god, it's such a pretty flame effect. Such a nice little like color transition. It just looks so nice. There's a little bit of scuffage from cutting it off the sprue, I imagine, but that's easily hidden. But god, this is so nice looking. It's not focusing, but like it's a bit brighter on camera than it is in real life, but it is such a nice looking. It just glows. It feels like it glows. It doesn't glow, obviously, but it glows. Next up, we will look at the extra hand that I imagine pairs with this part mighty well. The Fire Fist, and you can see the fist sculpted in there a little bit. But like it's got this nice spiral on it, and it is oh so wonderfully done. It's so fucking pretty. Oh my god. And then we also have some other flame effects to allow for different effects, I guess. So we have this long one, which I imagine is meant to plug into a different one because there's a ball joint here. But once again, you can really see the transitionary effects here. This is a clear plastic ball joint, so be careful with it, I guess. But god, it is such a nice, pretty flame effect. It looks so good. Next up is this one. This one appears to be another hand accessory, though this one is just his hand becoming flame, given who he is. He is the Fire Fist Ace, and it's also got other smaller ball joints for you to plug the other effects into. And it is oh so pretty. That is such a these are such nice parts. Next up is this smaller one. It's very similar to the long one that we saw before, but it is smaller. And you can really just set him aflame if you need to. And as a side note, these are also compatible, from what I've heard, with the similar timeline release of the Sabo. So if you do own a Sabo, you should buy an Ace. Unfortunately, that one doesn't come with any effect parts, which sucks. But at least they're compatible with these ones. Any ways, that's the back tray. Now it's time to get to the front tray. Okay, let's move all of these to the side for a second so we have more room. Yes, here's the front tray. We saw it before, but we're seeing it again. Let's take a look, shall we? Let's. All right, first off, he comes with a lot of hands, which is appreciated. So first off, these appear to be some gripping hands. I think, from what I've seen, these are for Luffy's meat in bone. The one that comes with the Romance Dawn Luffy. Yeah, the Romance Dawn Luffy. That's what they call it. This is good. This is probably the Luffy that you're gonna get, especially if you want to pair it with this Ace. Since they're both from like similar time frames, but you know, they work. These are some simple hands, but these are nice, and it's good to have Ace-specific versions of accessories so that you can have some cross-compatibility between figures. Speaking of Luffy, let's get that out of the way. It comes with this kind of happy, smiling face for Luffy. It works with any Luffy that you have. except for the upcoming Egghead one. The Egghead one seems to be using different faces, but it's just a nice, happy expression. Nothing too crazy, nothing too revolutionary, but it's nice to have another Luffy face. N. Wow. I always enjoy getting more Luffy faces. Next up, more hands for Ace. Here we have a set of like grappling hands. And you can see just how nicely sculpted they are. They have such nice detailing. They don't go overboard, but they do look like hands. Very nicely, very discreetly, very neatly are hands, and it looks very nice. The skin tone is also nice too. It's getting a bit overblown. Let me try to... Hopefully that fixes it. We'll see. Anywho, moving on. We also get some fire hands. He has some fists on him out of the box, but he also comes with fire effect hands, which are some of the nicest. These are done up in the clear plastic, and the painted skin tone seems to be slightly different to the normal skin tone, and it has chip ability, but like it looks fine. It looks fine, especially out of the light. Sorry, I had to move it in front of my face. But it's worth it to get such nice fire effects. You can see his finger is burning. For when he does the finger cross, you can actually... Yeah. Yeah. You can have him do it, as you can see, or like, it's like this. Yeah. It is so nice. I think I might have a little bit of too much tan for my taste, but oh, it's so nice. Such nice hands. And there's even more where that came from. He has finger guns! Finger guns! And once again, they are doing the nice same flaming effect. It is so well done! Like, oh my god. I'm a little bit worried because, you know, clear plastic, you know how clear plastic can be. So just be careful with your aces so you don't break them. But, oh my god, these are such nice hands. Yeah, again, the hand paint feels a tad chalky for my taste, but it's worth it. It's worth the slight drawback for this nice effect. It's so nice. Next up is, I think, from what I've seen, one of the nicest hands. Yeah. Just, the way the fire gloops. Oh my god. It's got nice detailing on it, and it's just like the flames have such nice, intricate, sculpted detail. Oh my goodness. Oh my. It's got that slight aria, especially in the light. Oh my god. This is good. I'm having a great time. Oh. Anywho, let's go on to Ace's faces. First off, he has like a smirk on him already, but he also comes with this face, a much more stern, serious, angry face, which seems out of line until Marineford. This design overall feels, outside of the Alabasta parts, feels very Marineford Ace, which I guess makes sense. That's his most iconic look, but yeah, this is a nice, strong expression. It looks just like him. It fits the look so well. It's so nice. He also has a nice, goofy, sleeping face with a little bit of food in his cheeks, and it's so good. Again, I hate to harp on this point, but god, this figure is pulling out all the stops, and like, I love that the One Piece figures come with goofy faces, so having this one is just always super appreciated. Anywho, moving on, we also have a matching face for Luffy's, in a kind of grinning, laughing face. Once again, very nice. I like the dotted, like, freckles on the cheeks. They look exceptionally well done. And then finally, for faces, we have, I guess, an angry shouting face. Once again, very fitting for Marineford. You know, fits well. I like it. I like it a lot. Anywho, let's move on to the other accessories. First off, we have his, like, backpack thing. Very well done. Again, the gold is nice. I think it's a silver. It's like a goldish silver, you know. Might just be the light, though. It might be more silver. Whatever. But, like, the lines on here are so nice and intricately done. And, like, they fit the look so well. And, like, the bag texture is also so nice. And it's just so fitting, you know? This is a good accessory. I like it. I'm not sure I'll keep it on him all the time, but because I want to have his back showing, but whew, so nice. So very nice. Next up are the hat accessories. So out of the box, he doesn't come with the hat on, which is fair enough. But he comes with hat parts. So I believe it comes in kind of sort of 3 parts. So we have the hat itself, the string for the hat, which will go on to here, and the head, which is very tall and long, which is kind of goofy looking, but yeah, it works somewhat similarly to like the alternate Luffy heads, where you got to kind of swap out the whole head in order to have the hat on, so that it looks a bit more natural. But yeah, but like, oh my god, once again, so much intricate sculpting and detail. Like, look at that, look at that, look at that little skull. It's got little painted eyes, like and then the hat has the perfect detailing. It's got the double faces. It's got like the little balls. I forget the name of them. The pearls, whatever you should call it. It just looks and feels so nice, and like the hat feels sturdily on. So hopefully it won't have the same issue as Luffy's from Romance Dawn. But anywho, let's get to the figure himself. There's a little bit of plastic protecting the knife thing from rubbing up against. Ooh. But here we go. Let's move this to the side so that we can get a proper look at Ace. So as you can see, overall, he looks somewhat standard. But like, we have the tattoo perfectly done on this arm, and then like there's a lot of intricate painting on like these little details. Like you can see the striping that goes all the way across the arm. It goes all the way across the arm. Oh my god! Oh my god! Anywho, as you can see, he's got that kind of nice lanky aesthetic to him. Okay, quick little complaint. These ball joints feel a tad loose to my taste. It's a very small thing, but it's worth pointing out on such a nice figure. Whoop-a-doopy-doo. Yeah, we've got, once again, that smarmy grin that is very ace-coded. Yeah, it looks great. It looks great. It's awesome. Very nice musculature detailing all over it. He's got his log pose, which from what I've heard is fairly easy to lose. Mine feels fairly tight, though. So hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. This feels like more of a loss issue, the way it's just dangling there. I kind of wish it was sculpted on, but I guess I kind of get why both of these are removable. It's mainly so that you can have fire effects more easily go onto this hand without things getting in the way, but yeah. Yeah, very nice natural sculpted detail that doesn't feel too broken up by the sculpting. The pants also nice baggy detailing. We got also just clean paint apps overall. The most unclean is probably this blue strap, but like the belt, where the paint is, it's perfectly done. And he has his dagger, which doesn't do anything. Yeah, there we go. The back tattoo of the Whitebeard Pirates skull and crossbones. Once again, so intricately done, so perfectly done. It looks so nice. And like the way the sculpting works all around it. Oh my goodness. This is so good. And that's nice and tight too. Yeah, this is great. This is great. This is a great toy. So let's get on to what is very important to me, articulation. So looking up, can't look up too far, which I guess is fine. From this angle, the back looks a bit awkward, but I'm sure you can pose it around and make it look a little bit better. Anywho, looking down on this ball joint, not super much, but he also has this extra neck joint, which allows it to look down that far, which is perfectly reasonable. And then tilt side to side, and the neck goes with it. That is wonderful. So he's nice and expressive in the neck joint. Shoulders, let's see how these work. Okay, they are like Chainsaw Man's, which is one of my favorite figures of all time. Goes up to the 90 degrees, but uses that kind of natural curving. You're able to swivel it around. Little tight, so be careful, but it does swivel around nice and cleanly. Bicep swivel, as is to be expected. We saw the double bend at the elbow, but it is got full fucking range. And then the usual handball joint, which is, since it is doesn't have like a sleeve or anything, it is fairly free to do whatever it wants, which is amazing, especially given some of his most important effects are his hands. Anywho's torso. And like it reveals sculpting. Upper torso is able to move back that far. Not really able to move much forward. That's fine, because I imagine it'll be made up for in lower crunch. It'll move side to side as well. Lower body, it's... I don't think... Okay, there's not much of a swivel, which is a bit unfortunate, but... Oh, never mind. It just takes a bit of going. There is decent swivel, it just takes a bit of going. Lower joint, though, is where some more articulation is. This isn't... And there... Okay. This joint is where you're getting your side-to-side tilt. Oh, there goes the knife. Let's arch back. Arch forward. Oh my god, and it's so natural looking too. And it's just able to move. Be careful of this. It plonks back on easily. Yeah. This is able to swivel out of the way. Let's move on to the legs. So they are able to kick forward, able to kick nice and far back. Ooh, baby. And outward. Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need, buddy. Whew. Oh, that is nice. Thigh swivels are ball joints, which allows the leg to go like this, just in case you need it to hit with like the pant leg, which makes sense. These are rubber, so they will be able to get out of the way as you use your double jointed knee. Oh, baby. And then finally, foot. First off, I didn't get to talk about the boots. I love these nice big chunky black boots. They are wonderful. Swivel at the boot cut. Ah, that's nice. Able to move forward. Oh my god. Able to move backward. Able to tilt. Come on, give me your... Oh. And there's a toe joint, but it's very tight. And like the rest of the foot, there is a toe joint. Very tight. Ugh. There we go. Got it undone. Probably a little bit stuck in there by paint and stuff, but very tight toe joint. Oh my god, this thing poses like a dream. Yeah. My biggest complaint is probably that these feel loose. Not like noticeably loose. They will hold up. They drop down. They're on drop down joints. I'm sorry. This is what happens when I get my hands on an all-timer, baby. All-timer, baby. Be careful of these as drop downs, I guess. They might grow loose over time, and also it can make balancing a bit of a pain if you don't have them both in place, but oh my goodness, this makes all the other One Piece figures kind of retroactively worse, because it shows they can do this well. That's not to say other ones are bad. I really, really like the Romance Dawn Luffy. It's very, very good. It's almost as good as this. But like other ones, like Zoro, Romance Dawn version, feel embarrassing next to this, because they just went all out. And obviously it was in part for a contest. So like, sure. But, oh my god, this is so good. If you can find it, buy an ace. Go and buy an ace. Go get yourself this. If you only get one figure this year, make it this one, I guess. Or in this first quarter of the year, make it ace. Oh my god, this is so fucking good. Yeah. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know via the usual YouTube places. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of One Piece and Ace and this figure down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, until next time, I guess, I will see you around. Bye-bye!